Every night, millions of people step onto a subway train believing they'll arrive home just a few minutes later. Most of them do. But on one cold November night, one passenger disappeared between two stations, without a single door ever opening. At exactly 12:03 a.m., the last train arrived at Platform 9. Security cameras recorded 12 passengers boarding. Every ticket was scanned. Every camera was working. The doors closed. The train entered the tunnel. The next station was only 3 minutes away. But when the train arrived, only 11 passengers walked off. There was no emergency stop. No power failure. No screams. No signs of a struggle. The train had never stopped inside the tunnel. Yet one man had simply vanished. Investigators spent days reviewing hundreds of hours of surveillance footage. Every platform. Every entrance. Every tunnel camera. Nothing. It was as if the missing passenger had never existed. Until 3 days later, workers opened a rusted maintenance door that had remained sealed for almost 20 years. Hidden behind the concrete wall, they found something no one expected. And suddenly, the impossible disappearance finally began to make sense. This is the mysterious story of the last train to Platform 9. It was a quiet Thursday night in downtown Chicago. Most commuters had already gone home, leaving the station unusually silent. The last train carried only a dozen passengers. Some were exhausted office workers. Others were students heading home after late-night classes. Near the rear doors stood David Morgan, a 46-year-old financial consultant. He wore a dark overcoat, carried a black leather briefcase, and kept checking his watch every few seconds. A young university student later told investigators that David looked nervous, as if he expected someone to follow him. Another passenger remembered seeing him reading the same newspaper without ever turning a page. Nothing else seemed unusual. The train left Platform 9 exactly on schedule. As it disappeared into the tunnel, everything appeared completely normal. Less than 3 minutes later, it arrived at Platform 10. Passengers stepped onto the platform. But David Morgan was gone. The conductor immediately checked every carriage, every seat, every emergency exit. Nothing. The onboard systems confirmed that none of the train doors had opened during the journey. Police shut down the subway line within minutes. Emergency teams searched every meter of track. No footprints. No blood. No damaged equipment. No personal belongings. It was as though David had vanished into thin air. The investigation quickly became national news. Detectives reviewed footage from more than 100 security cameras. Every passenger entering the station was identified. David clearly boarded the train. But no camera ever recorded him leaving it. For 3 days, investigators had no explanation. Then an engineer noticed something unusual. One section of the tunnel wall had recently been cleaned, even though the surrounding concrete was covered in decades of dust. Behind that section was an old maintenance door. According to city records, it had been permanently sealed almost 20 years earlier. When